And there it is. Good evening. Good evening. Thanks for joining tonight. Welcome to those of you who were on Frank's stream a minute ago. So I kicked this off. Wanted to get this up and rolling. And we got a good show for you tonight because Huntsville Hamfest is always one of the best shows. Not the biggest show, but it doesn't need to be. It's all of the festivities that happen outside of the Hamfest that are the fun part, in my opinion. The show is good too, but we have a fun time at the state park. This is the only show that we have with the state park where we get to camp at the state park and activate POTA all times outside of the Hamfest. So we're gonna talk about that today. I am not muted. Somebody says I'm muted, but let me know if you can hear me. Nope, just me. Okay. You're freaking me out, Freddie. You're freaking me out, dude, because I have totally done that before. Okay. All right. So it wouldn't surprise me if I was muted, but okay, there we go. All right. So yesterday I sent out an email about my mystery boxes. So some of you who've been following me for a while have seen those mystery boxes, and I sent an email out about that yesterday, and I had 14-ish of them, so not very many up there. I had a few of them up there, and they sold out like literally 10 minutes after the email went out. So if you haven't signed up for my email list, go do that now. hamradio2.com/email-sign up. And keep up with everything we do over there. I do have several emails scheduled out this week about specials that will be going on this week at the Hamfest and on the GigaParts website. So those of you who can't attend the Hamfest can check out some good deals that will be happening. One of them starts tomorrow. One of them starts on Wednesday. And there may be some other stuff that goes on throughout the weekend. So be watching for us there. And we're going to share everything that we have. Everything that we can share, we will share on the website or on the email list. So you guys sign up for that in there. And if Frank were on top of it right now, he would be sharing my email list, but he's not doing that. So we'll share that here in a second. But no worries. Okay, we'll get this over here. He's talking right now in the mic, but I don't have the headset on, so I can't hear him. So it's kind of it's kind of good there. So okay, let's bring the guys on and transition that over there. What's up, you two?
Frank is cussing you like you wouldn't believe.
That's all right. That's not a problem.
You asked me to share a link you haven't sent me yet.
You have shared the link to my email list 1,000 times in the past.
It
hasn't changed. It hasn't changed in like 4 years.
I got the email list. I thought you were saying sign up for another giveaway. There. No. Email list.
Oh my gosh.
Co-hosting.
How does it work? Co-hosting. Yeah, it's Frank's first day on YouTube, guys. Please.
Yes, you had to go through orientation.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's the best way you can screw up and say, yeah. I didn't know. I didn't do orientation yet.
So it's only going to be the three of us at Huntsville. I guess all the other YouTubers aren't coming out this year.
Mike said he'll join us after he put his phone in the refrigerator for a little bit. So
I've been there before. Yeah, I saw him. He was sitting outside at your stream, and my goodness, that
his Mac overheated, but his crapple laptop, the Evolve 3, was running FT8 like a champ the whole time.
Really? Woo-hoo! My Dell has overheated many times being out at the deer lease in the direct sun. I have to go put it in the fridge or something. So that's just a computer thing, man.
Well, that's the name of the game at summer field day in Texas.
Right. Yes, correct.
Cameras, laptops, phones, all get thrown in the fridge for a bit.
Yeah. Yep. That's very true. State Park. So, and I heard you guys talking about a few things in your stream, Frank, about
we hinted. I said I didn't know final details, so join this stream to find those final details out.
Yes, yeah, well, good call on that. So yes, we have the pavilion rented again on Friday and Saturday, all day Friday and all day Saturday. And as I said a few weeks ago in this stream, special shout out to Vern 6. Vern rented the pavilion for us. It's this pavilion right here, this Joe Scoble Memorial Pavilion. I called Monte Sano about a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, something like that. And I said, hey, I think we got a pavilion rented. I'm not sure. It's going to be probably under ham radio. And they couldn't find anything, because that's what they put it under in the past. And they couldn't find anything, but she told me, she goes, well, we have 2 pavilions rented those dates you're giving me. One is by, and she gave me the name of some dude, and I'm like, no, I don't know who that is. And she goes, the other one is by 6. And I said, is it Vern 6? She goes, yes, Vern. I said, okay, that's us. And then she said, okay, you guys have this pavilion. Vern rented it the day we were leaving last year.
He did.
He did. He rented it both days for us the day we were leaving last year. So huge shout out to Vern for that.
Vern wanted to make sure we got a pavilion.
Right, exactly. And the pavilion name that I said, well, which one is it? Because last year we had this yak pavilion one day, and we had, I think, the large pavilion the other day or something like, I don't remember. But this John Scoble Memorial Pavilion, she gave it another name that day. And when I said, well, which pavilion is it? And she said something pavilion. And I'm like, okay, I'm on your website. You show 4 pavilions here. I said, and I read him to her. She goes, oh, it's the John Scoble Pavilion. We call it this other name. I'm like, okay, well, so whatever it's called, it's this John Scoble Pavilion. I think this is the one we had during.
That's the one that we had Friday all day.
Yeah. Right. That was the POTA. Right, where we had the rain, because the PEX beam was set up about right there, I think.
No, we never set that up there.
But are you saying that you did not recognize? I thought that you had said a long time ago that Vern had rented both days. So are you saying that somebody might have rented another day and we don't have it?
No. There were 2 people. There was someone else not in our party who had rented a pavilion at that sometime that weekend.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So but Vern has got all day Friday and all day Saturday, at least one of those pavilions.
Correct. Well, it's the same pavilion.
Oh, okay.
It's the same one we were at the POTA event for last year. Yes.
Okay, so it's the John Scoble
pavilion better anyway too. So that's good.
I do. Yeah, I thought that pavilion was a little bit better too.
It's got more parking.
Yes. Yeah. The parking at that other one last year was a little bit challenging, but yes. So we've got it all day Friday and all day Saturday. Now we don't need it all day Saturday, because all day Saturday will be the Hamfest starts on Saturday, so we'll be at the Hamfest Saturday. But whenever we get done, or maybe a couple hours before we get done, I think we left early last year. I think we were like, it's like 3. No. I don't think so. I think it was just it was the Hamfest. We had walked through everything and seen everything like 3 times.
I think what happened was, if I can remember, so on Friday we POTA'd, right? And then we went out to eat, right? Mm-hmm. We all decided that we were hungry because none of us had really eaten lunch, because getting off the mountain and getting lunch is tough, right? Because everyone's hanging around and whatnot. Yeah. So I think we might have a solution for that, but we'll get to that. And then we went out to eat, and then we came back and did more stuff at the pavilion, and then we went to your trailer and hung out for a while.
Yes.
Yeah. Then on Saturday, we went and did the Hamfest, and then I remember we went out and ate something somewhere else, and then we came back to the pavilion a little bit early because we were, we were tired from Friday.
We're tired from Friday, yeah. It's a little bit. This is good one. Brett Glass, will the International Order of Crazies be having breakfast Friday? I don't know. I'm not a.
If you ask Bob, Waffle House.
I'm not a member, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I am taking. So my wife is coming with me. She's going to ride out there with us on. Mike, you need to mute that. She's going to ride out there with us on Wednesday, and she's going to fly home Saturday. So I gotta leave the Hamfest early and take her home and take her to the airport on Saturday, and then I'll probably just go back to the pavilion after that. But we're gonna go eat at Blue Plate Cafe for breakfast on Thursday. So That's where we were last year. It's a great place. She's been wanting to, she and I actually ate at the one in Memphis years ago. There used to be one of those in Memphis. I think they closed it now. But when I told her, I said, hey, there's one of those in Huntsville also. And she's like, oh, we got to go there because it's good. Everybody liked that one. So if anyone is in town Thursday morning for breakfast, it's not going to be super early, but it's not going to be at 10:30 either. Just whenever we get up. That's where we're going to go to breakfast out there. And then I'm going to go, and then we'll go over to the GigaParts store and hang out with those guys for a few minutes and see what kind of goodies we can find in the ham radio store. And then we'll just kind of hang out for the rest of the day. We don't have any dead set plans on Thursday right now, but Friday will be POTA all day long at the pavilion. So that's the current plan. It's very loose, very up in the air. We're not going to stick to a strict schedule. We're not going to print an itinerary like some people's wives do. I'm just going to leave that right here. He's not here to defend himself, but but I'm going to just leave that right there. But my wife used to do that when we first got married. She wouldn't print it, but she would have it jotted down and like on a notepad. And I'm like, I go on vacation to get away from my itinerary. Yeah.
Who does that? Come out.
If he joins later, maybe I'll let him explain it. But
Terrible.
I want to know whose this is now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll talk about it. Okay. So Kyle, do you want to pitch your idea that you were talking about earlier?
Yeah. So I actually have two things. The first thing is,
okay.
There is a small fee to get into the park. So don't be surprised if, you roll up and say, hey, I don't know if this is true for a fact, but I think people have paid it forward a bit for getting people into the park. So maybe roll up to the gate and say, hey, I'm going to a pavilion. I'm here with the ham radio people, and try and do that angle. And then if they say, I don't know how much it is it $5 to get in?
$5 or $7, something like that. It's not very much, but
yeah. So don't be surprised if they charge you to get in. But anyway,
it's a state park.
Yeah, it's a state park.
Come on.
Right, it's a state park, correct. Yeah. And if you are a resident of Alabama, you should totally have an annual pass to the state park, to all state parks. And if you don't, now would be a good time to buy one, because you should totally have one. But yeah.
So then the second thing is, I'm going to throw my Blackstone in my truck whenever we come down. And then the problem that we had last year or 2 years ago, I can't remember. It was last year, is we're doing some POTA on Friday and nobody wants to drive off the mountain to get lunch, right? Because it's a pain in the butt to drive off that mountain to go into town. So I'm going to throw the Blackstone in the truck and we're going to fire that up on Sterling and I are going to get up. We are staying in the park. We'll drive down off the mountain and we're going to go to Walmart and get some burgers and some brats and some hot dogs and whatnot, some chips. So if you're coming to the pavilion, if you want to bring some chips and some things that people want to eat as sides, we're going to go and get as many hot dogs and hamburgers and brats as we can. And we're going to bring them back up on the mountain. We're going to cook them on Friday afternoon. So
I'll help if you need another chef.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Actually, Frank doesn't know this, but Frank's going to cook and I'm just going to bring the utensils. So
not a bad deal.
Yeah. So if you want to chip in, the donations would be appreciated. Don't put them. Well, you can put them in the chat because then they'll go to Jason and Jason can relay them to me. But if you're going to eat, and you want to put a donation in the chat for food and whatnot, go ahead and put in the donation, and then Jason will get it to me, and we'll go to Walmart and buy all the supplies.
It'd be easier if you just brought cash, honestly, because YouTube's going to keep 30%.
Right.
So yeah. So if you want to just be if you're not going to Huntsville, you want to just be generous and put a super chat in, feel free. But if you're going to hang out with us on Friday, just bring cash. Because it'll be a lot easier that way, and I appreciate the effort, Kyle. But it's
Yep, I agree. I didn't clear that with you before that, so we should.
No, it's okay. That's all right. All right.
Anyway, well, that's what we're gonna do. Sterling and I will get up on Friday morning. We'll go to Walmart, get some burgers, brats, hot dogs, and do what we can, and then we'll bring them back up on the hill, and there'll be soda dogs, soda burgers, and soda and POTA POTA brats.
POTA brats. Okay. So Sterling will be there. Sterling's in the chat. Sterling, you should join the Zoom. I think that it's been a long time since you've joined one of my Zooms, Sterling. So if you don't have the link, we can send it to you in Discord. Kyle can or I can, whichever. But
Hit
yeah.
one of us up. We'll get it to you.
Actually, what we'll do is I'll print out something with my Venmo QR code, and you can Venmo me.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, because he's like, who carries cash? Stop being such a millennial. People still carry cash. There's actually a lot of cash exchange at a Hamfest. In case you didn't know that, in case you guys haven't figured that out yet, there's a lot of cash exchanged items at Hamfests. So, but no, yeah. So that's printing a Venmo QR code is a great idea. That'll work.
And I think Lon had I remember last year someone showed up with 400 pizzas. That was Josh. Josh went.
He had ordered those. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He brought
400.
No,
it wasn't
not
400. It was like
it was $3.99, Frank.
Yeah. I don't.
I wasn't there for that. That's when I was jumping out of a plane and going, "Oh my god!"
Perhaps that was. I want to say that was Saturday night when that happened.
Yes. Yeah, it was.
So, that's when I passed out, and I was like, "Get me out of here!"
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you kind of lost it that night, didn't you? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Vern and I forgot who other brought ridiculously good whiskey, and
yes,
I indulged way too much.
Yeah. Jake, thank you for the super chat, buddy. WY7JMS for the 1999 super chat. He says he's not going, but sounds like a good time. So wish you were going.
Hiking and Hammond says he has a present for me, but I got to do a review of it. I'm scared.
Was he the one who brought that maple bacon whiskey last year that Mike was like, no, I'm taking this. This is mine. And then he and I each took a swig of it, and he handed me the bottle. He's like, here, you can have this. It was like really, really sweet. Yeah, it was really sweet. Yeah, it tasted almost like amaretto.
Talking about way too sweet. I finished my whiskey, Jason.
I know. I heard that part of your stream. So congratulations to you.
It's gone.
No more Habanero whiskey. That's
that
good.
Was so bad.
So
bad.
Good. Yeah. Digital Dreamer, too far for me to hitchhike, but I can show my support. Thanks, Todd. One of these days we need to get a Hamfest going in Hawaii.
Yes.
And because you need an excuse to go to Hawaii, and there it is. There's a Hamfest in Hawaii. Where's my plane ticket? That's end of story. So thanks for the super chat.
I think we'll all jump on that.
No doubt. Yeah. So I saw a comment I wanted to. Who was it there?
Get some good snack. Prepare yourselves. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. So my wife has already made bourbon marshmallows. They're sitting on the counter inside.
Do not leave them on the floor.
No, I'm not. We got. In fact, I've got a whole new setup in the back of the truck that I was actually working on this morning. It's not done yet, but it is functional. So I got a battery box back there and a bigger refrigerator than I used to have. So all that's going to be put together and hooked
so
up.
If I come up and bring up things that need to be kept cold, we can use your refrigerator.
There's a refrigerator in the truck, and of course there's the one in the trailer as well. So absolutely, yes. Okay. Yeah, we'll make sure that gets taken care of. No problem.
Maybe Sterling and I will go get supplies on Thursday and bring them up, and we'll.
That's what I would do. I mean, I don't know how much you're planning to buy, and both of those fridges will be stocked with carbonated, adult beverages of some sort.
Well, I think we have a refrigerator in the cabin. I think
cabins have refrigerators also. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
It'd be better if y'all did that on Thursday. That way you don't have to jack with leaving.
Right.
And just you just meet us down there on Friday, and we just go to party and whatnot. So.
I'm not even sure. Like, how much should we buy? Should we get, I don't know, 25 burgers, 20 burgers, and then fill the rest with brats and hot dogs? I don't know. I don't want to have too little.
I mean,
but I don't want to I don't want to run out.
So you're talking about cooking on Friday.
Friday lunch. Because that's whenever people are like, oh, I got up here and I got to leave because I'm hungry.
Right. So I would. Here's my. No, I don't want to spend all your money, and I'm planning on pitching in for a good part of that too. But I would buy more. I mean, there were 50 people there last year.
I know. We had quite a bit.
We had a great crew there last year. And if you're cooking Friday lunch, then that means we're going to need something for dinner, and we're probably going to need something for Saturday dinner. So,
you can eat dinner from the Hamfest on the way up. From Saturday.
Well, yeah, you mean pick up something? Yeah, you can. You can. That's true. That's true.
If you're going to eat lunch at the pavilion, put something in the chat that you're going to eat lunch.
I guarantee not everybody who's going to be there is watching the chat right now.
I know, but I
wish. There's 247 people watching right now.
Well,
so
there should be 250 people at that pavilion on Friday.
Yeah. So, Kyle, you need to buy 250 hamburger patties and 250 hot dogs. And only 100 only 100 brats, because not everyone likes those. But yeah, that's the thing. Uh-oh. Now now we did it.
Who's coming in? Oh,
no, that's got to be Jason. Yep, told you. Let's see if I can figure out where he is. He is,
I'm going to say his house.
I don't know, maybe.
That's his house. Look, this looks so nice and picked up and clean.
Oh yeah,
look at that table.
It is his house. It is.
Yeah, we're talking about you, Giga Jason.
It is his house. What's up, dude? Can you hear us? Can't hear you yet.
Your audio settings are not quite right. No.
Yeah, I figured that. Yeah, I figured we were on the big screen. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought we were on the big screen.
I still can't hear him.
No, I can't. No, we can't hear you though. Click on the up arrow next to the microphone at the bottom left corner of your screen and make sure
muted.
The proper microphone is selected. So, yeah. Oh, it says connecting audio down there at the bottom. It looks like he's got an internet.
Yeah, I figured that. Yeah, I figured.
There it is.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Now you're gonna have to mute that stream on your TV now.
No, I can't. No, we can't hear you. Click on the up arrow next to the microphone.
He's not muted. Typical caller.
Can y'all hear me?
Your radio down.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Oh, it says connecting audio down at the bottom.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. Yeah. Mute. Okay, man.
What's going on, Jason? Man,
what's up?
Man, that's just joined in, man. I've got 4 or 5 coolers sitting at the house. One of them is electric and red. Got donated by somebody.
Oh,
That's right. You do have that one, don't you?
Yep. So we got plenty of coolers, plenty of Blackstone sitting around here. Anything that needs to get brought up, just let me know.
Okay. Good. Okay. Well, do you think anybody might come up there and POTA with us on Friday?
Yeah, absolutely.
You guys might have a Hamfest to get ready for. I don't know. Seems like you might be busy, but
we got worldwide announcements to make, new products to show off, things to do.
Yep.
Some new things all the way from Europe.
And you're looking pretty healthy yourself, man. You look slimmed down.
It's a work in progress, gentlemen.
Yeah, that it is.
You're looking good, man.
So what's going on with GigaParts, man? What I know you got some new products you're going to debut, and what else is happening out there?
Just setting up to have the show of the year, man. We're gonna have the most fun. We like to do things, entertain while y'all are here.
Good.
So we're gonna have a good time.
So we've been watching the weather, and it looks like you guys have not had a hot summer like we have here.
I mean, it only got to 94 today. How hot does it need to be a hot summer for you, sir?
105.
I will take that.
Triple digits. I mean, it's supposed to be in the mid 80s and at night in the high 60s next week, according later this week, according to what the weather app we've been looking at for the last 2 or 3 days. So if Alabama is like Texas, and I know it is, the weather might change about 19 times between now and Thursday. But for the last 2 or 3 days, it's saying high 60s at night, low to mid 80s during the day, and no rain.
It's always about 10 degrees cooler on top of the mountain too, so it'll be nicer up there than in the valley.
That's true. Yep.
The cover charge to get down the park is $5. If you're witty and look at them and say that you're an Uber driver and you're picking up some people, then you might get in there for free.
All right. We don't recommend that, but you know, it's all right. Nobody's gonna check your ID when you get to the pavilion. So
Not at all.
Just go to work this week and just print something off that says Uber driver, and then stick it in your.
Put it on the window.
Yeah, don't use your resources. Use your work resources.
That's right.
True story, sir.
Very true. Very true. Yeah. Yeah. Ken says, bring your hoodies. That's for sure. My wife and I are going to have to bring like our snowshoes and our long jackets, you know, since it's only going to be in the 80s.
I'll have to bring my winter coat.
Right. We're going to be freezing. Gosh.
You're joking, but last a couple of what is it, Ham Radio Clubhouse, I was smoking like Mike is doing on my back patio, and it was 106 outside. And once that sun goes down, I'm happy outside.
Yeah. It's just starting to go behind the trees, so it's
Yeah, once that shade.
probably only about 110 on my porch now.
Well,
Look on the bright side. Nothing's going to overheat outdoors this weekend, right?
that's true.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. So so I'm looking forward to the weather. I'm looking forward to hopefully not having any rain. Jordan says Molo is in the chat. Where's Steve? Is he actually in the chat? I didn't see him. But Steve, you got the link, dude. Join us and let us know.
Let's go look for Giga Donkey.
Giga Donkey.
That's his nickname, Giga Donkey.
Oh, that's yeah.
Giga Jason. I'm asking for a friend, but
All right.
will
Yeah,
the
sure you are.
Bronco be inside the Hamfest this year?
Yes.
I'm not. It's not for me. A
No,
friend
of
wants
course
to
not.
inquire
Of
about.
course not. No, of course not. Frank, I'm going to give you one of my magnets so that you can sneak that on there and take a picture of it, and then you can blame me for it. How's that?
Okay.
Yeah, well,
I think it's
ran off with
classic.
Frank
Go
ran
ahead.
off with the Rig Expert AA3000 from under the glass.
Yeah.
Yes.
I still think it's hilarious last year that I don't remember who all it was. Me and Frank and ACK and I think Mike was there with us and one or two other guys, and we're all at the GigaParts warehouse talking to you, and you're showing us what was new back then. That was when the Explorer backpack was brand new. You had the
Yep.
prototype there. And we all walk into Robbie's office, and you start introducing us to Robbie, and you get to Frank, and Robbie's like, "I know who you are."
I'm still embarrassed of it.
I'm like rolling.
I'm aware of you.
That was so funny. That was hilarious. But yeah, it was good.
Don't ever stop, sir. It's a game now.
That's right. Yeah. That
all
is
those
correct.
all those you put on the Bronco are sitting on my filing cabinet in my office,
I leave
like
them
war
on there.
trophies.
Really? So you leave them there?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Now for everyone, they are magnets. Don't put stickers on there. They're magnets.
Yeah. They're magnets.
Magnets.
They're magnets.
I'm not gonna.
Mike, Izzo wants to know what cigar you're smoking.
It's not a good one. It's a My Father, but it's one of their like Cuban sandwiches. I think it's the tobaccos. Yeah, that's the thing. It's the Tobaccos Baez Series S. It's so Cuban sandwiches, like when they make the cigars, they make cheaper cigars out of like the trimmings and stuff. And I picked up a couple of these. It's not really my. I was looking for a good cigar to smoke, and I got so many freaking cigars in my humidor now, and a lot of them are really good. But it's like I'm gonna bring a lot to Huntsville.
Same.
Yes.
Same.
So
Hopefully,
basically, it's the scrapple of cigars.
Yeah, it's
Right.
like the spam of cigars. Yeah.
Yep.
It's better than like a Drew Estates factory smoke, but
Those My Father cigars, those are Don Pepin Garcia. Those are usually pretty darn good. I'm not familiar with the one you're talking about, but
both Jason and I like look at you weird when you said that.
Yeah, the I haven't seen when you said it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
My Father should be a great smoke, so I wonder if it wasn't stored correctly before you.
No. It's they're stored properly. It's a cheaper cigar from them.
Okay, I haven't seen that specific model, so. But okay.
Yeah, it's like I like Maduros. I like more like the chocolatey coffee. This is a little more earthy, leathery.
Yes.
So it's just not my. But they're like $4 or $5, you know.
Yeah.
So
I like the Maduros better, but I do enjoy a leathery, earthy cigar as well sometimes. So it kind of depends on what mood I'm in. But yeah, good. Let's see. I thought of something. I'll think of it again here in a minute, I guess. But I know what it was. Jason, what's the place we went last year?
Stovehouse.
What's it called?
Stovehouse.
Stovehouse. Is that the place that sells beer to go in cans, but also has a restaurant there?
Yep.
Stovehouse. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring some local crafts from Texas, as I always do. But I wouldn't mind going up there. We might swing in there on Thursday afternoon and pick up some local stuff there. I always like to sample the local cuisine as far as craft beers.
Stovehouse is really good. The Casual Pint is another place that you know I've been to before, so that might be one of the other places you want to check out.
Is that's not the place inside of Campus 805, is it?
Well, Campus 805 is right down the road from the Stovehouse. We showed up late, and there's all the restaurants, all in that whole plaza, and there's the
No, not the Stovehouse. I know what you're talking about. The Stovehouse. It wasn't there. It was somewhere else. It was in that little
over in Providence.
You remember where you and I and Hank Strange went a couple years ago when he was there? And then we went there for the Hamfest last year because we had a big group that was supposed to show up, and not everyone showed up. But
yeah, that was the Casual Pint.
That was the Casual Pint. That's what it was. The Casual Pint. Okay. All right. Casual. Okay. My wife says the Casual. We rewatched my vlog series from last year earlier today. She says the Casual Pint was the place in my video. So I'm like, okay, that's it. I can't remember the names of these places. I remember what it was, and I remember really liking. We've been there 2 or 3 times, but it's good. Okay, that's the place. We'll probably swing through there on Thursday afternoon and grab some local stuff.
Great place.
But, yeah. Cool. Good. Well, what else? Anybody else got anything?
It's just a lot of preparation on our side, so it's going to be a great event. Lots of cool things to show you. I'll have some the next prototype bags for the Explorer backpack will be there.
Yeah.
Those ones you sent us an email?
Yep.
Awesome.
So we'll field test those and try them out and see what y'all think.
Was I on the email?
I believe so.
I gotta dig that up.
No, I don't think you were on the email, Frank. I think it was. Yeah.
That was my fault. I'm terribly sorry.
Correct it. Correct it now.
I didn't have a problem with it. I mean, it was okay with me, but
are these still prototypes, or you're making them now?
These are the finished good. These are the last finished good samples I will get before I hit the go button on the next 500 of each of these.
Okay.
This is our last chance to make any changes before they go into serious production.
Okay.
Well, I'll have my 7300 with me. I won't have my other radio that I know one of the bags is being made for. Is this still like under hush hush what radios and stuff these are for? Or?
No. Oh man, it's an 891, 818, the 710, the 7300, a laptop sleeve. That's
you're getting everything. Nice.
That'd be cool. Okay. I'm gonna have to get a second Explorer backpack to put a radio or
bag is legit, man. I'm telling you.
It the only issue I have with that bag is that it's not tall enough to hold my push-up poles, my push-up fiberglass masts. My Spider Beams mast was certainly not. The Spider Beams mast breaks down farther than the DX Commander mast, so it's certainly not tall enough for that one. Now you can put them on the outside, and that's what I do, and it works fine. But the way that I travel, it would be a lot. I would feel a lot more secure about it if it were able to go like in a pocket of some sort, and not be able to fall out.
See how I use mine?
Yeah. In fact, that was my idea, to put that dwinging around the outside of it. Remember?
Yeah.
You commented on my video. You're like, I can't believe it. I never thought of that. And quite frankly, I thought I had got the idea from you, but you said that you never did it. I'm like, okay, well maybe not.
No.
I don't know, but yeah, it works. It does. It works great. But when you're throwing that bag in the back of a vehicle somewhere, and you've got 2 or 3 other bags with it, and then it's kind of like flopping around, I'm like, I would just like it better.
Dude, I do it all the time, man.
If it was this much, if the bag was this much taller, I'd be like, hey, there it is. It's perfect. So
too big. You are wrong. Do it my way.
Nah, but how many Buc-ee's?
I'll show you the way.
How many Buc-ee's between DFW and Huntsville?
I don't know, but we got one in Huntsville now, out there on 6565.
Oh, there's one in Huntsville?
We're not going that way.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, there's one in Huntsville now?
There's one in Athens, which is on 65. So from my house, it's 15 minutes away.
Oh, wow. Well, you're in
Harvest.
You're in Harvest. Okay. All right.
So there's two in Alabama? Because I know they had one like around Birmingham.
Yep, that's down there in Leeds. So there's two in Huntsville. There's two in Birmingham. Or there's one in Birmingham and one in Huntsville now.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
That's pretty cool. Okay.
All the Bucky nuggets you could ever want.
It's all about the jerky, man.
Yeah, those aren't Bucky nuggets. Aren't that really good? I don't think they are.
They're not bad.
They kind of remind me of bougie Captain Crunch.
The what?
So they kind of remind me of a bougie Captain Crunch. Like I want to put milk on them and eat them, you know?
I thought they were more like corn pop.
Yeah, they're like corn pops. That's what they remind me of. So, what's up, Jim?
Hey guys, what have I missed? Corn pops and bougie Captain Crunch.
We're talking about Bucky's Nuggets, and that there's new Bucky's outside of Huntsville.
Oh, it's west of Huntsville.
Yeah, it's in Athens, on the interstate. I think
It
about
is
20 miles. I've never been there. I'm going to stop there on my way to Huntsville on Wednesday.
Well, we'll be coming from the west, so presumably we'll come through that direction. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, you'll come through probably Highway 72.
I don't remember what the highways are.
Or maybe down south here too.
I'm not sure how you're going to probably catch I-20 in Birmingham and go north up 65. I would think.
I think so.
You know, I just usually follow what Google Maps tells me, and one time it took me that way, but like two times it didn't take me that way. So
yeah, look, this is Jason's route.
Yeah, I think we took 40 last year, and we came through Little Rock and Memphis,
and then cut south. Yeah, okay, that'll work too.
Yes.
If I'll tell you what, if you're not pulling a trailer and you're coming from Huntsville, if you take I-20, and is it somewhere in Alabama? Not Alabama. What's the state before Alabama?
Mississippi.
Mississippi.
California.
You get to California. There you go.
Does he know?
You get to Natchez Trace, and you take that road that goes through Natchez Trace north. It's so beautiful.
Really?
And the speed limit's 55, but you can go 90. I promise you.
Is that 4-lane where you're talking about, Mike? I think it is.
No. It's one lane both ways. It's through the national park there, or whatever it is, the state park, or I have no idea what it is, but it's so beautiful. And if you speed like I do, you'll have no problem. I mean, I'm passing people left and right, but it's a really pretty drive. But it will slow you down if you don't speed.
Hiken in Hammond says the state before Alabama is called Joe Brett land. I wonder where he is. I thought he would join. I thought Joe Brett would join the Zoom tonight.
Well, he had to take a kid to college yesterday. Was move-in day.
Ooh.
Oh, that was a big
Well, that's why K5ATA is not going to be at the Hamfest at all this year. But I know Joe Brett's going to be there. I was talking to him. Well, unless that plan has changed, because I was talking to him like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he's like,
"Oh no,
he's planning on going." So
Joe Brett's going to get there on Wednesday.
Oh, I'll be there on Wednesday. So
yeah, they're rolling on a Wednesday.
Okay.
Oh, there he is. Not Joe Brett. T.O.
That's not Joe Brett.
They look alike.
It's not Joe Brett.
One's taller, but
Joe, whatever.
How's it going, boys?
What's up, Steve?
Going, man?
There is no power on the mountain.
No power.
No power.
No power. I'm on batteries.
Are you there already?
Yeah, I'm there already.
Yeah, he got there.
I thought you weren't getting there until
today.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, I was telling everybody tomorrow, so they'd leave me alone while I set up the campsite today.
Nice.
So is there no power in the RV plugs? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we had a bunch of severe thunderstorms roll through here starting 4 o'clock and ending about 5 minutes ago. So power outage.
Okay. So it's So it'll probably be back on in a couple hours then, I would assume.
I certainly hope so.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe I should
Let me
bring
know. I'll
a
bring a generator up there.
If only you had a
Right.
big battery, Mike. I
Yeah.
mean,
Only I have 4 big batteries.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
I was thinking of bringing my 100 amp hour, but maybe I should bring a 300 amp hour.
Man, every time I
Well,
think
what-
about what I'm bringing, the list grows. I'm already up to 1 tub of crap. I don't want to grow too much more.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always the problem. We always
Yeah.
bring too much.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so we
Yeah.
talked, gosh, it was probably a month or so ago, setting up a hex beam so we could and having the triplexer.
Mm-hmm.
Should I bring a big battery so everybody can plug into the Big Geek expansion? Well, no, everybody's gonna be too far away.
Don is bringing his hex beam.
Yeah.
I'll have my hex. We'll have the buddy hex set up like we did last year. So
Yeah, I got a
Yeah,
couple
and
batteries sitting around, some 300-watt solar panels, things. Y'all can
Yeah,
borrow.
Jason's a lot closer.
right. Right.
True. That's
The
true.
pavilion
So-
event sponsored by GigaParts.
Right.
Look at all the batteries.
Yep.
Now we're planning a big POTA event on Friday, right?
Yeah, if you would have been here
No,
yeah.
on time, Jim, we were already talking about that.
Man,
but,
I've been taking practice tests for extra. So
oh,
Nice.
that mission
yeah.
is occurring this week.
Yeah.
So I've been
Okay.
hitting the books.
So,
Yeah, so POTA's already started. I got 60 contacts in the books for K-Toads already.
Nice.
all right. So
Suck it, Clubhouse.
what we talked about, yeah, that's between you guys. It's gonna be fun to see the results, but I don't think I'm participating. So what we talked about so far is we're gonna go to breakfast at Blue Plate Cafe Thursday morning. We will be there sometime late Wednesday evening. And then we're gonna go to breakfast at Blue Plate Cafe on Thursday morning. I invited Jason and Steve from GigaParts, and I invited pretty much everyone in the chat about 30 minutes ago too. So we might have a good crew there, but that's okay. They got several really big tables, so that's cool. So that's Thursday morning, and then I got some tooling around town. I'm going to go to the GigaParts store and check out that stuff as I always do. Thursday late morning, something like that. We got some places to stop by Thursday, and then Friday is we have a pavilion rented, the same pavilion that we had on
last year.
Friday last year. We have it rented both Friday and Saturday this year. Compliments of Vern Six, who rented it for us on the last day of the Hamfest last year. So it's been on their books for a year now. So we're going to POTA all day long at that pavilion on Friday. Kyle's going to cook us.
Okay.
He's going to go get some hamburgers, hot dogs, brats, and whatnot. He's going to cook lunch for everybody sometime early that afternoon, presumably. And we're just going to hang out and be at the pavilion all day on Friday. So bring your own carbonated alcoholic beverages. Bring your own. Oh, see, you talk about a guy, and all of a sudden he pops into Zoom. Bring your own. Oh, this is another thing I wanted to say. Same thing I said before Dayton. If you are driving in, bring at least 2 camping chairs.
Yes.
Bring a camping chair for yourself and bring one for someone else.
Right.
So bring at least 2 camping chairs if you're driving in, so that those people who are flying in might also have a place to sit.
And also if you whenever you bring your chair and you plop it down and then somebody sits in your chair and you ask for your chair back, don't be a hole.
Yeah,
Get
don't
up.
be a jerk, man. Yeah. But so bring chairs because we'll be at the pavilion. There's plenty of seating at the pavilion, I think, but we'll be hanging at the RV spot late at night, early in the morning, before outside of those pavilion hours. So we always do that. I got one of the RV spots this year that's like you back in this way, and there's a couple of them, maybe a half dozen or so, where most of them are like you back in here and the next spot over you back in here and next spot over you back in here. There's one of them where that has like a V, so one guy's here and one guy's here, and then all the center area is like shared between the 2 spaces. So I got this one space here, and N8YO rented this other space, and I think that he and Matt AE4MQ are going to be camping there. So we're going to have that space all to ourselves and the 2 or 3 picnic tables in the middle and whatnot. So right across from the bathhouse, like we were just like 2 or 3 spots down from where we were last year. So that's we'll be hanging there after hours and whatnot.
I was going to ask if that was the place that was like right next to where we usually go, or if it was a couple more down.
I think it's 2 down. I think it was 2 down from where we were last year. So we won't be next to that big freaking transformer like we have been for the last 2 years, but it's still right there by the bathhouse. So yeah. Joe Brett, what's going on, buddy?
What's up, guys? I was doing some laundry, listening to y'all on the TV. And,
okay.
Started talking about Joe Brett land, and Mike couldn't remember where Mississippi was. And I got to put this plug in here. He's talking about the Natchez Trace. If you do choose, it's 50 miles an hour, not 55. And if you do choose to speed, just remember, if you do see lights that get you pulled over, they're red and blue because they're federal officers and they don't care what your excuse is.
Those guys don't jack around, huh?
Yeah, you don't see a lot of them, but they have unmarked and all kind of stuff. They'll surprise you.
Oh, wow.
They'll surprise you.
I thought the speed limit was 90, so that's what I did. Maybe 80.
Yeah.
With that out-of-state plate, that just says "get me."
Yeah.
My plate says Texas, man. It says freedom.
That's right. Yeah.
All that matters. That's all that matters. And it says K at MRD. Like, if they don't know, I mean, come on.
Right.
They're probably, I probably passed like 100 cops with like, oh, that's K murder. Oh, well, he's fine.
He's got a federal ID. They have a federal ID. It all works out in the wash.
Right.
Exactly.
I am a licensed ham radio operator.
Mike's one of those guys that you see on YouTube. There's like, I'm not answering any questions. I don't have. You're gonna have to pry my ID from my finger.
Am I being detained?
Like, let's just run this plate and let's just figure out.
I'm a citizen. I'm a free
clean,
citizen. Just a traveling man traveling.
That's right. That's probably true. Yeah, like those guys you see on YouTube are like, we need to know what you're doing out here. No, you don't.
Yeah.
I don't have to tell you.
I like the ones that don't even roll their window down. You know? They're yelling to the cop through the window, and you're just like, you know,
I can hear you just fine.
Yeah, right. I can hear you just fine.
But I can't smell you. I need you to roll it down a little bit.
Not my problem. It's called the Fifth Amendment.
Yeah, Joe Brett's around here saying, that would never fly in my car, boys.
I just feel like I'm going to Joe Brett's house. They'll be like, all right.
Good. Yeah. That's what I gotta say. I'm going to Joe Brett's house. Yeah, I'll see you.
Officer in random town, Mississippi. Do you know Joe Brett? Everyone's like, oh yeah, of course we do.
Yeah, all of us know each other in the whole entire state.
I don't doubt it.
Shooter ready, stand by says any contraband or weapons. Of course.
No contraband. I don't do contraband in my vehicle.
Well, what do you mean by contraband? No, I don't have any drugs.
No drugs.
I mean, a cell phone can be contraband depending on where you.
That's true. Yeah, cell phone could be contraband. So,
I mean, there's a lot of things that could be labeled that.
Right. Yep, that is very true.
Jody says smelling. Yeah, let me take a big fart. Go ahead and get a good whiff of that.
We don't use the W word either, so there's no weapons in my car.
There are, I think we call them freedom sticks in Texas. So,
wireless freedom dispensers.
Yeah, wireless hole punchers.
This is my boomstick.
This is my booms. Yeah. Listen up, primates. Yeah. I lost my second monitor. I don't know why.
Oh no.
But, yeah. I think I kicked the cord. It's fine. It's not didn't affect the stream at all. So there we go. I do everything on one 4K monitor instead of 2. That's okay. But yeah. So we will have plenty of freedom defenders in the truck and plenty of lubrication, cans of lubrication in the truck as well. So
hopefully not lube.
What?
What kind of lube?
I'm canceling my reservation.
Right? Yeah. Lubrication. So
Frank, just FYI, the lube is beforehand. Okay.
Now you tell me. Now you tell me. Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
She didn't complain too much.
It. You know how when you drink too much, people say he's lubed up? That's what I was referring to. I wasn't referring to like the twisted stuff that it's going through y'all's head right now. So,
socially lubricated.
Socially lubricated.
That is whatever Mike, or not Mike, Smoking Ape drinks.
Ugh.
Water?
That's not water. Water actually tastes good.
Yeah, it does.
So somebody asked earlier, and I forget who it was. Somebody asked earlier if I would be running my All-Star node. Yes, we will have the All-Star node running in the truck, connected back to my hub, which is 43136. So anybody on All-Star, if you're going to the show or not, doesn't matter. Join us. We're leaving out of here first thing Wednesday morning, and we'll be on the road for. We watched that video earlier today, and I said in that vlog video I recorded, and I said it took us about 13 hours to get there. Because we had run in, and I'd forgotten about this. We'd run into 2 traffic slowdowns one due to construction, and I think one was due to a wreck. So I think we were delayed like almost an hour at one of those places.
Well, your trailer kept falling apart too.
Well, that didn't help anything. Yeah, that certainly didn't help anything. But but yeah. So I mean, realistically, it shouldn't take more. It's a 10-hour drive with no stops, like according to Google. It should take 11 and a half-ish to 12 to get there, but we ran into some backups last year, so I don't know. We'll try to leave out of here as early as we can, but we'll be on the road all day on Wednesday and setting up when we get there Wednesday night, and we'll probably wait till like 11:30 until camp goes quiet and all the lights go out and everything. Then Mike and I are going to walk down to T.O.'s trailer and toilet paper it and then set off some fireworks on his front porch and run away. And
now,
so
one thing people
do what?
One thing people haven't asked about is how are they going to know where we are on this trip?
Oh,
if only there was some way.
There's this new thing called APRS. You might have heard of it. So we will be beaking APRS the entire trip, like we did last year and the year before.
From Mike's radio?
I'll be the little man running behind the
Yeah, Mike's going to be the little man running behind my truck.
How did you get that? Because that was hilarious watching. Always Mike was behind. Anytime you saw a live image, Jason was here, Mike was behind him, like 20 feet or so. And they're
I don't know what he did to himself, but he started talking about APRS and then he disconnected. So I don't know. But
who's in the chat?
There's Vern's in the chat. So there's you can choose your icon in APRS. And I don't know why he just chose it. I think he chose the little stick figure guy because his was on his HT.
Yeah, but he was behind you the entire trip.
He was beaconing 5 watts and I was beaconing 50, so he just wasn't keeping up with me. So
it's just the rate of his beaconing on where he was whenever Jason beaconed.
His current was lagging Jason's voltage.
Correct. Yeah. Very true. Vern, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to chat because I have the chat restricted to subscribers who've been subscribed to the channel 20 minutes or more, and I know I know you fall into that category. But somebody emailed me earlier today, and they were like, hey, I can't chat. And I'm like, I do that to prevent all the spam bots, which we really haven't had a trouble with in a while. But
because you have that option enabled, yes.
Well, that's part of it, yes. But I think YouTube did a really good job of cleaning all that up as well. So
yeah.
Vern, thank you for the pavilion, and I hope
yes, absolutely.
Out there.
Thank you, Vern.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Vern.
Yes,
I promise that I won't overindulge on your whiskey this time.
Oh, you did kind of steal all his whiskey last time, didn't you, Frank?
Dude, I drank more than half. It was unreal.
Jeez. Talk about not being invited.
I know.
Really?
Yeah.
Like if somebody came over to my house and drank all my whiskey, I'd kick him out.
I wouldn't bring him back at least.
Well, yeah.
Just don't invite him over anymore.
Right.
But he brought it out. He's like, I want you boys to enjoy this. I said, I will enjoy this.
I did. Frank enjoyed it. I mean, there was no question there.
I enjoyed a shot. That was all I got to enjoy.
Frank, whenever somebody comes over and says, hey, you want something to drink, or you want some chips, or you want something to eat, you don't raid their whole pantry.
All of them, yes.
I think he was pouring generously every time I said my whiskey.
Vern does pour very generously. That is that is a true statement. He does do that.
Vern's a good friend.
Yeah.
To be honest, for y'all out there, when someone offers to pour, they will be heavy hand-fisted. Just like the first time we met for the Hamfest.
Kind of like we did to Noelle with the peanut butter whiskey 2 years ago.
Oh, jeez.
Poor Noelle. God, she was like Jason said, all lubed up.
Not touching that one, but.
All right, folks, I'm going to jump out of here. Save my batteries.
All right,
See
Steve.
you.
We'll
All
see you on
Steve-O.
Wednesday, dude. If you see a knock, if you hear a knock on your door, like at midnight Wednesday, Steve, just go back to sleep. It's not us.
If you see a flaming bag on your steps, you don't want to step in it.
Yeah.
Don't
I
stomp
have
the fire out
my
there.
business, devil woman.
I am bringing the dog, so just FYI. So
Yeah, my dog's here. I got firearms, and I know revenge very well.
okay, all right. That sounds
great,
good.
Steve.
Well, see you, Steve. I gotta put K-Toads in my ham alert so I can work him at some point.
No,
this week
don't.
Before. No, don't.
Only work Whiskey 2,
I heard-
HRC,
I heard
and
you-
W.
Did you hear we've already got 60 contacts, JB? I'm just saying.
You know, I was wondering because I kept seeing Steve's call sign pop up, not Toad's. So I didn't know what.
I heard he had quite the pilot.
Hey,
Is there a contest between Car and Toads?
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh, there is. Oh,
between
okay.
Car and Clubhouse. Yeah.
Car and Clubhouse and Toads, all three of them, I think.
What is this contest?
Yeah.
Well, Car
Geo
and
come
Toad,
up
same
with
thing.
it because he's going to show up before anybody, and he thought it would be a fair contest for the three groups to get a kilo first.
Seems legit.
I think you should just start the contest on Wednesday, Joe Brett.
I mean,
no,
Just start on
this is-
Wednesday.
This is what you guys should do. Nobody should activate as Clubhouse, and it just have zero context the whole weekend.
You just
that
go
was my
Nello.
plan.
Go Nello for the whole thing.
Yeah. Just make sure nobody activates with K2 or with with HRC.
Carlos, do you have video?
Yeah, what's going on, Carlos?
I am driving from the drop zone to my home,
All
and
right.
I have 2 bars, so all I have is audio. Video, but you guys really wouldn't see me.
Well, you just
I know.
validated your
I just,
horrible audio.
Yeah, your audio's not even a little bit broken up anyway. So, okay. All right. Well, thanks for joining, man. Hang out with us if you want. Do you have anything that you wanted to bring up,
Yes, no.
Carlos? No?
It's not.
Bueller.
Bring me some Mexican jumping bean coffee, please.
Yes.
I would love some coffee.
Yes.
Would love some coffee.
I don't even like coffee. That stuff is good.
I didn't get any in Dayton, so I'm starting to get into a little bit. In fact, Jason, you'll appreciate this. I was hanging out with Chris at Buddy Pole last week in Utah, and he's a big coffee fiend. So he had this Chemex system with the whatever the freaking kettle is called, where the loop goes to the bottom of the kettle, so you're pouring from the bottom. It's a pour over thing. He had all that system, and he made coffee every morning. And I'm like, that is freaking good. So, yeah. So,
I've never used any of those. That seems like a lot of work and a lot of waiting.
Yes. It is a lot of work, is a lot of waiting, but it's good.
I'm sure it
really
is.
good.
Well, yeah, when we were at Dayton, K6 Adam did some of Carlos's coffee for me in his portable
Yes. Yes.
mad scientist kit, and it was delicious. But
yeah,
like, damn, son, that's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, but good things are worth working for.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to go mow lawns all summer for about 17 years and buy an Elecraft K4, it's very well worth it.
Right.
It's very well worth it. It's a lot of work, but then you have an Elecraft K4. So
Yeah, but no matter how much work I put into that
Exactly.
coffee, I'm still not going to get the K4 out of it. I mean, unless
well,
Carlos
that's true.
chokes
Yeah,
up.
yeah. No, it's yeah. So Carlos, I want some of your coffee, buddy.
Hell yeah.
I can bring. I'm bringing coffee for all of us to drink at the campsite in the morning before we leave.
Well, I want to be able to take some home too. So, but yeah, and I'll pay you for it. I don't mind. I don't mind paying for it. But
Yeah, but no matter how much I put into that coffee, I'm still not going to get the K4 out of it. I mean, unless
well, that's true.
right.
that's true. Coffee, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Told you $1,000 per bag.
I mean, no matter how much you drink at the prom, she's still not going home with you. So,
So I have a question. Who's flying in Wednesday night?
Oh, Frank, I was going to ask you. I couldn't remember exactly when you were arriving. Yeah, who's flying in? Who's flying in Wednesday? Not me.
Perfect. So it sounds like I'm going to be calling CQ from the airport on 5-2. And
are you flying into Huntsville?
I'm flying to Huntsville, yes.
Okay.
And if anyone's around, I guess I can.
What time do you arrive?
7 something or other.
Frank, I'll be getting to Huntsville on Thursday night. So if someone hasn't picked you up by then, I'll pick you up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm even more merciful than Carlos. I would get you Thursday morning. I wouldn't make you wait till Thursday night. But...
Wow.
Frank, you know what you need to do is order some Uber Eats and then just get in the car. Have it delivered to the airport. Get in the car with them, and then just make your way closer for every single trip.
Yeah.
So
like
I don't think that there's a good chance we will not quite be there by 7 o'clock Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So
Frank, I'll come get you.
Really?
My office is right by the airport, sir.
Awesome.
It is. That's true. Yep.
You've got my number.
Yeah.
All right. I'll give you a call.
So,
looking for an email. I'm also looking for an email about a GigaParts backpack.
Is that Scoggins I hear?
Yeah, that's him.
Yes.
Cool. I wasn't sure if he was going to be around or not. Yeah.
He's here.
I know they're right there. I know that they're right there, but it doesn't mean that he's going to be assigned to the game, right? So it'll be good to see everybody.
We're trying to get him to him and Steve to come to breakfast with us on Thursday morning, and to come to POTA with us on Friday. So, fingers crossed. Hopefully.
Well, let's do it, man.
We're going to do all the things.
Let's do it. He just said he was going to do all the things, so he is second in line to jump out of a plane with you on Friday, Carlos. You heard it here first.
I don't think the
GigaParts
guys have anything to do before the show, so they should be able to.
Who's first? I want to know who's first in line. If Jason is second, who's first?
I thought Frank was first. I don't know.
Frank's already been. I mean,
not this guy.
Yeah, but
can you jump out with both of them and use them as a raft? Just slow down.
Yeah. That would be good.
Oh, I can see the video now. Let's do it. That'd be awesome.
It would be fun. But I don't know. So what's your Carlos? What are your actual plans for jump? I know it's weather contingent, obviously, but what are you planning to? What are you going to try to do?
My hope is to jump on Friday, jump on Saturday, and jump on Sunday. We have the panel on Saturday morning, right? So
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. I thought it was Saturday morning. See, that's what I get for thinking.
Sunday morning is the panel. Yeah.
So my hope is to, get all 3 days in, weather permitting, and make at least a jump a day. I mean, on Friday, if we have plenty of time and there's enough loads going up, I'll make multiple jumps.
Good.
On Saturday, of course, I want to play on the floor a little bit and see if I can catch a deal or two, and then go play in the sky. But I know that the E4 Mafia right there has plans to irradiate me with like 1,000 watts with a directional Yagi. So, I think he splurged for like a 40 element directional. So.
Oh Jesus!
No, Carlos might be exaggerating a little bit.
A little bit.
He's gonna. He set up an EME setup just to hit me.
Right. We have to send it to the moon first and come back and catch Carlos on the rebound.
That is damn near what Robert had in Dayton when we were.
Well, that's kind of what I want to do. I'm gonna bring my arrow. And then either my 706 on 2 meters, or I've got a Yaesu 65 water.
Hang on. We have the brain trust here. Jason Scoggins is here. Jason, as a GigaParts promo, you guys could set up something on the roof of your building and bring all the YouTubers out, or bring it out to Monte Sano and set up a weird EME kind of an antenna setup, and hit me with it.
Mm-hmm.
If we did not have the flight plan going into the airport directly over our roof that would get the FAA over there so fast, we would do it.
Yeah, that would be awkward.
Yeah, they're right next to that.
That would be awkward.
200 feet. Maybe it's 100 closer to an airport. I don't know. Forget.
Huh. Well,
the thing is, you don't have to erect an antenna or a mast. You just put it on the roof, and that's enough.
Yeah.
I've got stuff, man. We'll make something happen.
There you go. See, that's the right attitude. We're gonna make something happen.
That's right. That's right. All right. So you're hoping for one jump a day, or are you going to try to do multiple on like Friday?
So my hope is to do multiple on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And in reality, I want to do multiples every day.
Every day, sure, yeah.
But at the least, I would like to make multiples on Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Saturday and Sunday, weather permitting, are actually going to be better for skydiving because the drop zone is busy, and when the drop zone is busy, they send more loads up. So
that makes sense.
Send a load just for me. I don't have that kind of money, so
yeah. Well, according, like we were saying earlier before you guys joined, according to the weather we've been watching for the last 2 days or so, it's supposed to be clear and no rain, and high in the mid 80s and at night low in the high 60s, which to me sounds perfect after 105 in Texas for the last 6 freaking weeks.
And it'll be cooler up on that mountain too.
And it'll be cooler up on the mountain, of course, yes. But that's looking forward to some really decent weather. Fingers crossed that the rain forecast is correct. Even if it's a little bit hotter than that, that's probably okay. But if the rain forecast is correct, you should have some clear days, Carlos, I would think. So that hopefully that happens. We'll see. Cool. Bill joined us. What's up, man? I love the Flex Radio. It's all good.
That's fake, man. That's just a looping video back there.
I know, but it's a Flex Radio. It's a video of a Flex Radio, though, right?
I'm not flexing. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's all right. What are you doing, man? Where are you at right now?
Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and we were at O'Hare earlier. I started making a video there.
You were at O'Hare?
Yeah, I was at O'Hare.
Dude, I was down the street. You could have just called me. I was calling CQ.
Bill's a pilot. He goes everywhere, man.
I had to get that paycheck, buddy.
Yeah.
We had to go. I couldn't visit, so I had to go. But next time.
I had Doug Berkey come up to the drop zone on Saturday. We did a parachute mobile from a tandem. It was a lot of fun.
Nice.
So if you are flying in the area and you know ahead of time, let me know. I'll try to get in the sky and we'll do aeronautical to parachute. Huh?
Hey, I heard Brian,
that would be awesome.
Brian W7JET. He's one of Charlie's friends, and he's a big time soda guy in Arizona. And he was talking about he was flying with Alaska for a little bit, and I guess he was doing some aeronautical mobile. And I don't know how to do that. I mean, I've had the HF radio. It's not in my airplane, but I've flown in airplanes where the HF radio was that. So I'll have to investigate that. And I always have radios with me, but if it's mine, it's unauthorized personal electronic device. So I'll figure something out, though.
Look, the angle is it's an emergency. It's an emergency just in case device.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And if you're the pilot, you can authorize whatever device you want to operate on your craft.
This is true, and then there's a long. This is true, but then there's a long explanation to the FAA, the FAA.
The FAA.
Yeah, the FAA.
Bill, I've got some friends that do that aeronautical mobile that I can introduce you, and they'll be there at Huntsville too. So we'll talk.
Right.
You talking about?
I want to hear.
Are you talking about Carlos?
And others, yes.
Will Carlos, not this Carlos, but will Carlos?
The other Carlos.
Will he be at Huntsville?
He hit me up and asked me if I was going to be there. So he was. It sounded like he was thinking about coming. I don't know if he's going to be.
I haven't talked to him. I haven't talked to him since Orlando. He wasn't at Moore this year, which was the first time I ever met him. Was Moore last year, so he wasn't at Moore this year. He was in Orlando, but I didn't see him at Dayton either. So I didn't know what his plans were. I haven't talked to him in a while.
Fellas, I just got home, so I need to bounce out of here. We'll catch you guys later, and we'll see you in Huntsville in a few days.
All right, man.
Take it easy, brother.
Carlos.
Safe landings, man.
Likewise. 73.
Yeah, 73. All right, it pains me to do this, but I'm going to go get a refill. So Frank has the
Yes.
Oh
chat
God,
for a minute.
help us
Time.
all.
Oh boy.
I know. Yeah,
There goes
It's
the
always-
neighborhood.
it's always
Oh,
fun.
boy.
I'll be right back.
All right.
It's gonna drop
I think
property
I
value.
gotta leave.
I gotta go.
hey,
Yeah.
hey, hey!
I gotta go
what-
wash my socks or something. I think.
I gotta go take a dump.
I have.
I was
like, all
gonna
these-
say that, but I was trying to be polite.
Yeah.
I have
Frank.
all these awesome scenes I can do, but I
I
don't
gotta
have
drop
the
the kids
master
off at the
camera
pool, man.
here. Jeez, man, y'all are awesome though. But dude, I can't wait to Huntsville. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to hanging out with Giga Jason. He's not here right now. He literally dropped. What is that? Oh, cool. I'm co-host also. But is there anything y'all are looking forward to or trying to find inside the swap meet area?
A deal on something I don't need.
Something cool, cheap.
Anything
Yeah.
particular?
So
I
I'm
mean,
looking for
I would maybe
a-
buy an amp if I found a deal on one.
An amp. Nice. Mike, what do you had?
I'm looking for, not for me, for my buddy, like a decent J38 key with like the bakelite still on it, like a good, you see J38s, but they're like real bad condition. So I want to pick up one of those for my buddy. That's kind of the only thing I'm looking for. And then I'm going to stop by the Wireman as I do
Mm-hmm.
and get adapters. I need more BNC adapters.
Yep.
I'm looking.
All I need.
I'm looking for a full duplex satellite HT radio. I'm probably looking at the Woxan 8H. And if or any radio I can get my hand on. If you see me and you see one, point it out. 'Cause
Frank, I got a
want that.
Woshan. I got the UV9G right now. I haven't used it. I probably never will.
All right, hit me up.
There you go.
We'll definitly talk.
I'm driving, so it'll be in my truck. I'll throw it in my truck for you.
Yes. All right. Thank you.
Go with
There-
God, my son.
Yeah.
There is one comment in the chat I want to point out. November 1, Juliet Uniform Romeo Amateur Radio. He's asking me if there's any habanero whiskey, and thank God there's none. The bottle is
Listen to the
empty.
way he's talking. He drank it all last hour.
Well, actually, I've been drinking more of this now. This was filled up to here.
What is that?
This is Redwood Empire. It was bought on the recommendation of Specs. It's a newer bourbon whiskey.
Don't show the camera at all.
The notes are young on it still, so you're still tasting more of the bourbon, and it still has a little bit of bite. It didn't really have a lot of chance to age well in the barrel, but it's okay. It's okay. That's why I haven't said a lot about it. But yeah, I probably need to stop drinking because I'm going to work tomorrow. I got to pay the bills. But but I'm excited now. I want to talk to Jim and see what he's going to get me.
Yep. Okay.
Welcome back. What did you pick up,
Yes.
Jason?
I got these 903 Brewers up in Sherman. Texas breakfast.
Texas breakfast.
Yeah, this is a smoking eight beer. Let me read this to you. So, yeah, I know. So, if I could see it. Blueberry coffee, maple syrup, and pancake flavored stout.
Jesus Christ.
It actually just tastes like a blueberry stout. So, and it's very good. I've never had that before. They were in the yeah, Mike, you don't like good beer anyway. But they were in the beer store the other day, and I'm like, ooh, that sounds good.
Is it sweet? Tell us about it. What notes are you picking up?
Blueberries. It tastes like blueberries. Maybe a hint of maple, like not overpowering at all, just like a hint of maple, but blueberry. There's a distinct blueberry flavor to it, so it's good.
Nice.
It's real good. So TC Fitz, thank you for the super chat, $10. Appreciate you showing up tonight. And Porker, what's up, buddy? WV8T, he's going to be at the state park with us. I think he's tent camping. In fact, several people reached out to me and they're like, "Hey, we're going to be primitive camping and the tent spot, who all is going to be there, and I don't know. So if you guys are going to be tent camping in the primitive camping spots, put a note in the chat real quick. Let me know who's all going to do that.
I want to know. I want to know if anybody's going to get a glamping tent, because they have those this year.
Oh, they do. Yeah, that's true.
What is a glamping tent? This is a new term.
It's like a yurt, is it not? Or is that?
No, it's a big honking tent with like furniture in it, and I think air conditioning and a mini fridge.
Like
there you go.
like a freaking wall tent then.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they got pictures on the Monte Sano website.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, Ed, AC3IK, he's going to be tenting it in a hammock, he says.
Nice.
So, yeah, if you guys are primitive camping or tent camping, let us know. The facilities, the bathhouse facilities at this park are I wouldn't say they're glamorous, but they're decent. They're very good. They work. And you guys are welcome to come hang at the RV spot.
Kyle's showing it right now. So. Pin his video. Look at what he's showing us. That is just as the same levels as a cabin.
Nice. Look at that.
Yeah.
Glamping safari tents. Oh, I want that at the deer lease. I want one of those. I'm not joking,
Jason.
I am not joking. I want one of those that we have talked about putting a wall tent up with a titanium stove and a smokestack in it. We've talked about doing that at the deer lease. So.
I mean, that thing's got like walls in it, and
yes,
I think it says there's air conditioners. I'm almost positive.
Yeah, there's one in the background there.
Yeah, okay.
I think you're right.
Right here,
now,
see it?
I don't know if I want to bunk with you people, but that's still pretty cool.
But you people,
feelings mutual.
But I mean, I like y'all well enough, but
if it's gonna storm on that mountain like it did last year, I don't want. I don't know if I want to be in one of these glamping tents.
I don't think we're gonna have any rain. Jason, I just had a thought as we were the conversation that you and I had when we were leaving Dayton was that we kind of wished we would have done more things, because we kind of just hung out for like 2 days and did nothing, which was great.
Yes.
And I want to still kind of do that, but there is one thing that we need to do, and it's probably going to have to happen Thursday night because there's no other night.
Okay.
We need to go to the planetarium.
Yes,
we are absolutely gonna have to go to the planetarium. Yes, we are absolutely gonna have to do that.
Video,
so, yeah.
And we don't even have to leave the park.
I was wondering if you're gonna bring that up. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. N1JUR, thank you.
Do that.
Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Yeah, we'll be recording videos there. And Charles, thank you for the 1999 super chat. Thanks for being in the chat tonight.
I challenge talking about glamping versus primitive camping. I challenge anyone to primitive camp harder than Adam. Like last year, and even
Adam doesn't even primitive. Adam does not primitive camp. He walks out into the woods with a sleeping bag and lays down in a random spot.
He cowboy camps.
I mean, yeah.
Literally, he would say, "I'm going to stay with y'all." Cool. Do you want a space over here, or we might have an extra bed? No, I'll sleep under the stars. I'm good on the table.
Well, that's what Bill is doing in between our two trailers this year.
I'm just like,
so, you going all Bear Grylls, Bill? Is that the thing?
Yeah.
It's almost my version of glamping. I saw Jason had this tent. Was it Jason? Did you have that gazelle tent? Who had the Chuck, or was it Kyle? Somebody had one at the Grand Canyon, and I'm like,
Chuck.
It was Chuck.
It
was Chuck.
So I got one of those. That's like to me, that's and a cot. That's glamping.
That's what I've got one of those, and I've used it 3 or 4 or 5 times. That's what Kyle and I each had one, and Shane had his roof tent, but Kyle and I each had a separate gazelle tent at the Moore Expo.
That's great.
Those things are great. Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Awesome.
I opened it up just to see if I could get it erected, and you pull it, you pull it, and now you get this huge tent.
It's done. It's done.
It's done.
It's like 3 minute setup. It's freaking awesome. So.
Now to counter Adam's primitive camping over at Huntsville, when we went to the Grand Canyon trip, he showed up, and November 1, Juliet Uniform Romeo Amateur Radio is pointing this out. For Josh's camp trip, he showed up with a full stove. He made lasagna at Josh's camping trip. At our camping trip, he baked cookies.
Yes.
He gave us freshly baked cookies at the Grand Canyon.
Talking about K6ARK?
Yeah,
Yes.
Adam.
That
yeah.
guy,
That guy?
He brings it up.
And he came from California. He didn't even put any pot in him, though. That's like, come on.
I prefer him that way, but still.
So do I.
In the morning, he's like pigs in the blanket. Pigs in the blanket.
Yes.
It was like,
freshly made pigs in the blanket.
Yeah.
And
cookies.
He is the sandwich barista.
Dude.
Yeah.
The sandwiches he makes at the Grand Canyon trip.
Yeah. He does make a good sandwich.
Dude, when I came home from that Grand Canyon trip, I tried to make that sandwich at home. Didn't happen. I swear to God. I'm I'm going to the store, like, where's that oat bread that he had? And like getting nice fresh tomatoes. Nope. Couldn't do it.
Wow.
The right mayo and everything, man.
Oh my goodness. That's funny. That's
good.
funny. Huh. Well, that is what it is. So it is going to be a fun weekend. I noticed I noticed Scoggins dropped off as soon as Frank took the reins. I don't know what that's about, but so it's going to be a fun weekend. I'm really looking forward to it. This is the funnest. Somebody, who was it? I think it was VHQ Hex, Dave at VHQ Hex. He's like, is Huntsville worth going to? And I said, well, yes. It's not a huge show. It's not a large gathering. All of your big names, Kenwood, I don't know about Kenwood. Icom and Yezu will be there. Flex will be there. Ellicraft, I think, is usually there. MFJ will be there. So all of your big names are there. Plus, the space isn't big. You can see everything you need to see in about 3 or 4 hours. But it's the funnest show. It's the fun. It's the funnest show. And I think, in a large part, this is me talking right now. In a large part, it's fun because the camping area that most of us stay in is in a POTA spot. And, we have a camping area at Dayton now. There's camping areas in the back of the fairgrounds that we hang out in at Orlando on the fairgrounds. And those are nice. It's cool to have a place to just kind of walk over and hang out at. But you have to leave the Hamfest and drive to Monte Sano. But when we get there, it's just like POTA 24/7. So, and Monte Sano's beautiful. It's just an absolutely beautiful state park.
Yeah.
So, this is one of the most fun Hamfests that I visit every year. So I'm really looking forward to it this year. And the guys at GigaParts, Jason, he left already, but I'm sure he's listening. All seriousness, those guys are a huge support of the YouTuber community in general. So they are just incredibly supportive of the stuff that we do and the videos we make and the antics that we follow. So every time I go out there, I feel really welcome, and they're a great group of people at GigaParts. So you guys go check them out for sure. Don't use Frank's discount code. Use KC5HWB for everything you buy.
Oh, use Tank at checkout. T-A-N-K.
Say that on your own channel. No, I'm
Listen,
kidding, but I'm just. Go ahead, Mike.
Let me add two things to add on top of what you were saying. Number one, we and by we I mean ham radio operators literally take over the entire Monte Sano State Park that weekend.
Yes. Yep. Yes.
But also on specifically a POTA note, if you want to activate a park on VHF 14652, that is the place to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, for two
that's
reasons.
The only place I've ever made contacts on 5.2. Unless there were like people with me.
For two reasons. Mike is correct for two reasons. Number one, there'll be 1 million hams on the mountain that weekend. Number two, there on a normal day outside of Hamfest weekend, every day during the year, there is a huge presence of hams on 6.52 that talk on it every day. It's a very active frequency. So those of you driving in, tune your radios to 6.52 as you're driving in. Now, that brings me to another thing somebody mentioned in the chat a minute ago. We're going to, while we're on the mountain in camp, we're going to use the same frequency we used at Dayton, which is 146.45, I think. Is that right?
That's correct.
So we're going to be monitoring 146.45. So I'm going to have my radio 6.52 on one side and 6.45 on the other side. But if you're driving in, tune to 146.52 a good 30 minutes to an hour before you get to the Huntsville area, and you will hear activity out there.
Now,
So,
and if you don't, just call CQ and someone will most likely come back.
Correct. Yes.
Circle
absolutely.
back to the Hamfest. I had something to add earlier here. It's billed as the most friendliest Hamfest, and that is so true.
Yes.
Everyone's awesome. It's just so welcoming. But as far as the family is concerned, they have the largest kid interaction area where they have booths and stages for them to go through and learn about STEM. And last year, I think they had a soldering station, a circuit building station, learn about 3D printers, and they had another activity for even some of the younger ones, which is escaping me right now. Blame the whiskey. It's bring the family, because you go out there, drop the kids off and let them learn with the wife and do the interactive thing while you go out and walk around. And when you're done looking at everything at the swap meet area, visiting all the booths, they'll probably be done there. And then there is still NASA. There is, I think, a flight museum of some sort of also maybe
it's
I don't know.
Space and Rocket Center.
Space and
Rocket
it's the
Space
Center.
and Rocket Center. That's it.
And
Space and Rocket Center's really
and
fun.
they have a nice downtown area. It is just more welcoming to bring the family to this and to experience a Hamfest.
And if you're into craft beer, there's a lot of craft beer breweries in Huntsville.
Well, I was going with the family aspect.
Yeah, we cover that like 20 times every live stream.
I'm here. I thought I would mention that.
Yes. Yes.
I
should have known
nice
with this
to
crowd, the beer was
bring...
the first thing, Mikey, right?
But this is also, Jason, the Hamfest that you're the door check is joining you to this.
Yes.
And a number of the wives are coming out on this Hamfest. So there's probably they'll go off and do their own activity. I don't know what they'll do. But
she'll hang with me the whole time. She's coming to hang with me the whole time. But
awesome.
Yeah, Joe Brett's wife Noelle is there. She's been there for the last couple years, and we Noelle's a good sport. If she wasn't a good sport, I wouldn't tease her like I do. But she's a really good sport. But she's fun to talk to. She's really supportive.
Is she the one that
drug
drugged Joe off stream when he drank too much? And she's like, he's done for the night. Thanks, you guys.
I don't remember that, but it sounds.
It was a clubhouse.
Sounds reasonable.
I was there.
Oh, at the clubhouse.
Drinking.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, that's.
Joe Brett must not have had to work the next day.
We don't talk about that episode.
Yeah, what stream was that? 34?
T.O. is going to be there too.
34, 36.
Yeah.
It's all flying, Kyle. Don't worry about it.
Well, I'm just saying.
T.O.'s wife is there?
That's unfortunate.
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess
he's totally mobile. He couldn't leave
I guess,
her
yeah.
anywhere.
He left Wisconsin like he should have done like 10 years ago. I'm like, you are nuts for being up there.
So that one booth with all the arts and crafts for the ladies might actually get some business.
Well, they're always,
You never know.
they're always
You never know.
there. They're always
there are a lot of. I don't remember this from last year, but there seems to be 5 or 6 booths that are not ham radio related this year that I don't remember last year. But also, everyone should pick up some Leaf Guard, because that's the Hamfest staple.
They're there every year.
Every year.
The gutter guard.
The gutter guard,
Yes.
Leaf Guard, gutter guard, yeah.
In all seriousness, everyone go visit the Winter Field Day booth. I am on the board of Winter Field Day, the Winter Field Day Club, and they have a booth there this year. And the guy that does Michael, the guy that does is it Ham Gear Online, I think? Ham Gear. The guy that does all the POTA magnets and keychains and stickers and all that. Yeah. He does the Winter Field Day stuff as well, and he will be there. And he'll have a bunch of POTA stuff and a bunch of Winter Field Day stuff at the Winter Field Day booth. So be sure. In fact, you guys plan to interview them. Go interview the guys at Winter Field Day and get them to talk about Winter Field Day in one of your videos. This is the first time they've ever had a booth at Huntsville. So they're really excited about it. They're looking forward to it, and I know they're going to do a great job for Winter Field Day this year. So we had a meeting about 3 weeks ago, and it was a good good time. So
I got one of those too. Jason gave it to me. W3AX.
Yeah.
So
be sure to go visit Winter Field Day when you get there. But yeah, okay, guys. Hey, we've been going for 90 minutes. Doesn't seem like it because it's really fun to talk to you guys. But everyone hang out in Zoom for a few minutes. I got something I want to talk to you about. It'll only take like 4 or 5 minutes, and then we'll shut it down here in just a minute. So I'm gonna take over the chat for a second, and then I'll be back with you guys. And so anybody have anything? Well, let's go around the room like I normally do. We'll start. Kyle, we'll start with you at the top. Let us know what's coming up in your channel and what's going on in your ham radio world.
Yeah, I just got a new camera, an Action 4, so I'm pretty excited about that. Going to have it at Huntsville.
I saw your thumbnail about getting rid of the GoPro. An Action 4. What is that exactly?
I watched the whole video, Kyle.
I watched the whole video as well.
Thank you.
I just saw the announcement of the premiere. I didn't see it go live. So.
I woke up at the end of it.
So, Jason, you have the Action 3, right?
The Osmo Action. Okay, yeah. No, I have the original.
Oh, I have the original. 4. So the 4 just came out last week, and I bought it.
Yeah, I read about that.
So I got a little review, but tomorrow on my channel, tomorrow night, we're going to have a contesting roundtable, and the discussion is real-time scoring. All of the trials and tribulations about real-time scoring that we're going to talk about, and then Thursday I've got a live video. I can't remember who I'm having on, but anyway, AA0Z on YouTube. Just go out there and Google it.
Cool. Thanks for joining, Kyle.
Thanks.
And a special shout out to Kyle, guys. Thank you for volunteering the Blackstone and to cook on Friday. Yep. I know that will be appreciated by everybody. Kyle did a fantastic job cooking for us at. I know
Orlando.
you did it Orlando and at Moore. I can't remember if you did it at Dayton or not.
No,
no. Okay, but yeah, great. In fact, I don't like to cook. I don't really enjoy it that much. But he brought up that Blackstone thing at Moore, and I'm like, dude, I need one of those.
Well, see, before that, it was in Florida. I cooked off.
Yeah.
Of it.
Yes. Yeah. Those smash burgers in Florida were great. So,
everyone needs a Blackstone. Yeah. Everyone needs a griddle, a good griddle.
A good griddle, yeah.
I missed out on all that food other than, like, I literally had, I think, the last scraps of what could be salvaged to make a taco at
here's
but it was still delicious. Like, it was cold, and
you don't put fresh griddled food around hams and expect to have it several hours there.
Here's an impression of Mike coming in from Orlando at about 5 o'clock, and all of the food had been eaten by like 1. Right? Here's an impression of Mike. Who's got food? I'm hungry.
Kyle actually brought that Blackstone to Orlando this year because he got shafted by the guys cooking last year, which is a whole different story.
Whenever you're in control of the food, you get to eat first.
I remember that.
That was a good
Those
story.
guys. You got any burgers? Like, the 15-second story is everyone said, "Oh, there's free burgers at this one location." I went over to that location and said, "Hey, you got some burgers?" And they're just like, No burgers for you. I mean, it was just like the soup Nazi. He's just like, get out. There's no burgers for you.
After all of us have.
And he's walking back, and he's walking back empty-handed. We're all sitting around the campsite eating a hamburger.
Eating a free hamburger.
And Kyle's like, where'd you get that? Right there. It was hilarious.
I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger.
Yeah, there were no free cheeseburgers for this person right here.
It was hilarious. So, all right, thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Frank, you're next.
I'm coming back to my wits. Coming up Monday is my Amazon video where we take a deep dive and see what y'all have been buying with my affiliate links and get ideas for our next ham radio project, and also just to see what each other are buying, because we don't know. You might get a perfect idea, and yes, that's the thing I've been looking for the past 6 months, and I can't figure out what name. Yes, that's happened to me. So that's what's coming up on Monday, and I can't wait to get out there.
Cool. Awesome. Well, we will text me when you land on Wednesday, and I will let you know where we are on the road. I don't think we'll be there by 7, but we might be pulling into town. No, I know that, but you don't want Jason picking you up and driving to Monte Sano and then finding us not there.
Well, then I just go drink at someone else's tent.
Okay. Yeah.
Just go down to Steve's trailer.
I know.
Yeah. Just go hit up T.O. Do that. Yeah. Go hit up T.O. That's cool.
Get on 5-2. Someone will be there.
Yeah. You gonna bring some stuff over tomorrow or Wednesday? Put in the trailer, Frank.
Yes, sir. And I will be at the cigar bar tomorrow.
Well, why don't you wait, Mike? What time are you going to be here on Tuesday?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go to work. I've got my gym night, which is normally Wednesdays. I did it on Tuesday this week, so I'll be at the gym from 5:30 to 6:15 ish. So if y'all want to go to the cigar bar,
I will be there either before that or after that, because I don't want to deal with Dallas traffic. So
okay. Well, if you guys want to go to the cigar bar after about 6:30 on Tuesday night, we can do that as well.
I will let you know, but we'll see how plans iron out.
Okay.
I'm
cool.
trying to be somewhere, but yes.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Frank. Jim, you're next. What's up?
We got a new Flex owner coming on Nuggets tomorrow night, and we're going to inflex him. I sold my 6300 since I got a 66, and so that's Nuggets. And then Carr will be live streaming from the floor on Saturday morning, and we have some live in-person giveaways. We'll be doing a couple of radios, some AIOC boards, and God knows what other kind of foolishness.
I got a car antenna. I really want to build that.
I am using my car antenna to POTA with, son. I'm just saying.
POTA.
To POTA with.
Is that the French version?
That's the French version.
French
Canadian POTA. So that's and it'll be me, Chuck, and Steve there. The primate is not coming. He has to report to his PO on Fridays.
Yeah. Well, it's PO time. That makes sense actually.
Right.
So yeah. Okay.
And then Steve's got his 5 days in August thing. So, and I don't know the whole schedule for that. Hit Steve up on Toad's Discord, but he's got a lot of stuff.
All that means is he's going to be there by himself doing POTA to try to win some contest.
Well, no.
It's not starting till Wednesday. So
him and Florida Todd are going to put a radio in Todd's car and in Steve's car.
That's right. Yeah.
And do some POTA and compare mullets or something. I don't know. So, I mean, it's Florida Todd, right? So.
Right. Well, thanks for joining, Jim.
Yeah.
Appreciate you being here tonight.
Great being here, man.
Joe Brett, the one Hamfest a year
that
you can actually see Joe Brett at is Huntsville. That's really why Huntsville's so great, guys. I didn't want to say it out loud, but Joe Brett in attendance at the Huntsville Hamfest. What's going on your channel, man?
Man, on my channel, nothing this week. Everything's going to be after Huntsville. So this weekend, we moved my youngest daughter into college and just spent all day doing that. And then we had to get our car that we just bought this year towed away because it decided it wasn't going to take us home.
Oh, man.
So, and then I misunderstood the roadside service woman. I couldn't hardly hear her, and I thought she said, oh, it'd be $77, extra for where you want it to go, because I wanted to go back to the dealership where we got it, right? And I was like, okay, sure, fine, no problem. Gave her the card number. And hang up the phone, and then it hits my phone, $277. I was, oh my God, I got Huntsville next week. What are you doing to me?
Ouch.
Yeah. So somebody brought up a good point in the Discord, though. There's like, it was Steve, KO4AFL. He said, at least it wasn't the radio you installed in the car. I mean, the car that you installed the radio in. I was like, That's dang true. Straight on that one.
That would have been awkward.
Have the dealership reimburse you for that.
He's going to try. And then I'm also going to submit a reimbursement to my regular insurance because OnStar is what done it all.
Yeah.
So I may get reimbursed twice. I don't know, but
screw it.
There we go. Cool, man. Thanks for joining tonight.
We're just looking forward to Huntsville, and then we'll figure out everything else.
When are you guys arriving?
Wednesday, probably a little after lunch, mid-afternoon.
Okay. And you're staying in that same cabin again?
No, we actually are in 9 this time. Shane,
but one of the cabins.
Yeah. We're going to be in 9, so
okay.
We'll check out if there's enough parking. We can hang out there at night or wherever.
Okay.
So.
Well, there'll definitely be a group at the RV spot, and we have that double spot this year, so we'll figure something out. We can switch back and forth or whatever. That's cool. Cool, man. Thanks for joining tonight.
Thank you.
Mike, what's going on? You're not muted.
Nope. I didn't know if I was or not. I've got the next 2 weeks worth of videos filmed and edited and uploaded, so I'm
like me
it easy this week.
Good.
So it's been a while since I've had that. I really busted ass the last week and getting some videos out. I shot one that I'm not going to publish because it just didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. But I'm really excited. I've got 2. It's going to sound weird coming from me. I've got 2 separate videos coming out on CW keys. Paul, Ham Radio Pen Pals, had me pick up a Bengali key for him at Dayton. And he's like, just take it home, review it, whatever. So it's been like 2 months since Dayton. I finally got around to reviewing that. It's the Bengali travel key. But then on, I think it was Sunday night, I couldn't sleep. So I grabbed my tablet and I just went on Amazon and I just typed in ham radio and hit search. And I found this new straight key. It was $35. And I'm like, I gotta buy it. I started off on a straight, like I can send, I just can't decode, right?
Yeah.
This thing is legit.
Really?
It's freaking awesome. So I think so. Tomorrow is gonna be Mailbag Monday. We're gonna be talking about some things that I do with NFED half waves. So I got some questions on those. And then I think Wednesday and Friday I'll post those CW key videos. And I texted Charlie, Red Summit RF. I texted him a picture of it. I'm like, here's a key you don't have, because I love watching his reviews of CW keys. I love them.
Yep.
And I'm like, here's a key you don't have. And he texts me back. He's like, I was looking at that, but I haven't pulled the trigger. I'm like, dude, this thing is legit. And I sent him a little video of me keying out. And he's like, I just bought it. Damn you.
Yep.
And then, but then I texted my buddy Ryan. I'm like, check this out. He's like, dude, I just bought the same thing because it comes in 4 different colors.
Oh, wow.
On Sunday night, he was doing the same thing I was doing, except he got his from AliExpress, I think. And he bought the exact same key. Just like, it's got to be a brand new key on the market, but it's like, it's legit. So look for that. And then I got a video, this company Oscal that I did a battery box thing review of a few months ago, sent me an Android tablet. So I got a review of that. And then I forget what other video, but something. And then obviously we'll be having bunches of videos from. I might push some back because we're gonna have a bunch of videos for the Hamfest. I'm gonna try. We got to figure out all of us because now I have I finally upgraded my cell phone plan, so I have unlimited data, so I can live stream now. So I'm gonna live stream from Huntsville at some point, but I know there's probably 8 people that want to do that, and I don't want to do it all at the same time. So yes, there's going to be a link with the video. There always are in the description. So I'm so looking forward to this. I said it on Tank Stream before this. Huntsville is it's the smallest of the big ham fests.
Yes,
but it's so much fun, and we've said this because it's
we
all hang out. Everybody comes up to the park Friday and Saturday, and I like that we're just hanging out at the parks. I'm more of a homebody. I like going out, but I'm freaking 43 years old now. I ain't in my 20s. I don't really care about going to the bars and stuff.
Right.
To just be at home, at the park and having everybody come out, for me, and for selfish reasons, it's just so much more fun to just be there and chill, and you don't have to worry about drinking and driving. Well, we don't have to worry about drinking and driving and all that stuff. So yeah,
that's what's great about staying right there in the park,
fun.
Man.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Although waking up and opening the door and being at Dayton is going to be kind of hard to beat. So I don't know.
That's pretty good too. Yeah. But you're not driving to Huntsville, so you don't care. So
no, but still, it's just
Right. Yeah. Cool. Well, it's gonna be fun. Just let me know what time you're gonna show up on Tuesday. So we'll
figure it out.
Yep. Cool. Bill, thanks for joining tonight, buddy. And looking forward to seeing you again. What's going on in your channel? Tell everybody about your channel. Some people may not know about your channel called Ham Radio Tectonics. So tell everyone what you're doing and go from there.
At Bill-HRT Ham Radio Tectonics. The whole point of it is if I can do it, you can do it too. Just give confidence to people who say, I can't. Well, yeah, you can. So that's kind of the thing. And this is what I'm doing, and this is how this works. And I don't know, it's kind of eclectic, but the next 2 videos, or the last video and the next 2 videos are I almost crashed and burned on the last one, but the next one I did better on. And then I got a bag that I've been wanting to talk about. And then I'm going to Huntsville. I'm excited. Every time I go with you guys, I enjoy myself. It's a good time. And just working. I got the trailer build I'm working on. I was hoping to bring that to Huntsville, but it's not quite ready. Okay. So that's about it.
I'd like to get a video of that when you're done with it for my other channel. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I get lots of ideas from your channel and T.O.'s channel and other people. So
yeah.
That's it.
Sure. Cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate you being here tonight.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to take the screen over for a second, then end it. You guys hang out in Zoom for a second because I want to talk to you about something. But, thank you for joining tonight, and we will looking forward to seeing everybody at Huntsville this weekend. So, all right. So, guys, one of the reasons, real quick before I shut this down, one of the reasons that we do what we do, and I'm not speaking for anybody but myself right now, but I know all these guys would agree with me, okay? So we want you guys to be a part of what we deem as the Ham Fam. I'm pretty sure Anime came up with that term a while back. She's Wild exclamation point radio now, it looks like. She used to be Wild Cascadia radio. I don't know. She keeps changing her name. Typical woman. She can't decide what she wants. Right? Right, Anime? So she came up with this term called Ham Fam a while back, which is a fantastic term. And we want you guys to feel welcome, because I've gotten probably half a dozen emails this week that say, hey, what are your plans for Monte Sano POTA night? And is anyone welcome to join? I would like to join. Can I come up there with you? And the answer, of course, is yes. Everyone is welcome. We want you to come hang out with us. We want you to be a part of the ham radio community. We want you to be included and involved in everything that we do. So come to Hunts if it's convenient for you. Come to Huntsville. Come to Monte Sano on Friday. You can sit down. You can make some POTA contacts. If you've never done Parks on the Air before, that is okay. We will sit down. One of us will sit down with you and walk you through making contacts on the air, getting over mic fright and whatever. If you just want to come and hang out and not even get on the air, that's okay too. Okay, so we welcome everyone. We want everyone to be there. And it doesn't matter where you are, where you're coming from, anything like that. We want you to be part of this community, which is one of the best communities I've ever been a part of. So definitely make plans to be there and come by and just meet and greet us and just hang out and have fun. It's just all about having fun. So thank you very much. There she is right there. Best ham fam ever. Thanks, Anime. Appreciate you being out there. And she's great. She's always in the chat. She's always fun to talk to. So 73 all, thanks for joining us tonight. We really appreciate the support, and we hope to see you in Huntsville this weekend. Everyone is welcome, so we'll see you then. 73.